Yeah, well, my memories of the colony room were a fat mural sitting on a stool holding court, very small room full of smoke, smell of spilt champagne and whiskey, and a lot of middle-aged drunken, well, we used to call them pufters then, gays, who it was their kind of second home. People like Bacon and Dan Farson, you know, some of the regulars.
Yeah.
And then we, you know, I'd be tagging along, going on to dinner with them. Francis had a relationship of not needing to pay his bills because he paid in kind with painting and so on. Yes, I remember one occasion we happened to be sitting near the door, and there's an American group leaving in February, and the wind was whistling around, and they're holding the door open, chatting away, taking a long goodbye. And Francis said, you know, can you close the door, please? And they took no notice at all. And he just finished his lobster thermidor, which was dripping in cheese sauce, and he shoved it up this woman's skirt, and she just took off. Soho was I suppose you could say it was a sort of mecca for integrating different groups of creative people, which is now much more dispersed, I guess. All the galleries are still around, you know, Cork Street and so on, the West End. There weren't any galleries in Soho, but I think all that gradually came to an end with the porn industry, didn't it? When so many places closed up and different kind of people moved in. I was working, as everybody was then, in plaster and clay, and the natural end result was bronze. And then it was an expansion in painting and sculpture, which is very American influence from the New York artists. So the only way to work big was in fiberglass, which came onto the market at that time, because you could make a 10-foot fiberglass sculpture for a tenth of the cost of making a 1-foot high bronze sculpture. So it opened up the possibilities enormously. Yes, well, I thought you might ask me about that. I did start putting drugs in some of my sculptures and sending them over to America. It was a very convenient container. So why did I put dope into fiberglass sculptures, you are asking? Well, sculpture and art can go from one country to another country with fine art shippers who are scared of touching sculptures because they've had their fingers burnt in the past. I think it was something like a Brancusi or a Max Bill or something in the 30s. They disassembled and said it's not art and got sued for a lot of money. So now anything that's labelled art goes straight through. So that was a very good way. At that time, it seemed like everybody was smoking dope, and you know, you bought some for your friends, or they bought some for you. You know, so what the boundary between using, dealing was very blurred, and so it's a very easy step to do a run to Morocco, fill up a sculpture, and come back.